Hey guys, what's up? This is Ziploc Rules 2013, and welcome to my next Let's Play of Super Monkey Ball on the GameCube. This game is being included in the Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania 20th Anniversary Collection. Yes, this game is 20 years old this year, as crazy as to think. And a lot of fans are worried that the remake's going to break the physics. The controls aren't going to be the same, it's not going to feel the same. But I'm going to tell you, what you don't have to worry about is this original GameCube version, because this is a classic launch title for the GameCube. In my opinion, the best launch title for the GameCube. Your other options were, of course, Luigi's Mansion and Wave Race Blue Storm. As great as those games are, they just don't hold a candle to Super Monkey Ball. Now, you have your party games, mini games. We are going to, for now, focus on the main game, the normal mode or challenge mode in Super Monkey Ball 2. And Mimi is kind of my player of choice. Ai is kind of your flagship character. Baby and Gong Gong family. Well, the baby's obviously the baby. Gong Gong is somehow related to them. And there are 3 difficulties, technically 4, but for now there are 3 difficulties to choose from. Beginner, Advanced, Expert. Not only do you get more stages in each subsequent difficulty, but each stage is much harder. They are progressively more difficult. We're going to show off all of these stages in this game. We're going to start off with Beginner. Now, the controls here work a little differently than you might think. So it might look like you're moving the monkey. Wrong. You're actually controlling the stage. You're tilting the stage by turning the analog stick or joystick or whatever. And you're basically rolling the monkey along. And you get those bananas. Those are worth 100 points each. You also get bundles of 10 bananas. That'll give you 1,000 points. As well as 60 or 30 seconds to finish each stage. There's also a stage warp below there. We'll show off what those do in another video. You basically get warp to another level. They're a little harder to reach generally. There are some shortcuts you can take in these levels. You can do these kind of little tricks where you can skip over the edge there really quick, and you get a nice time bonus if you finish with half of the original time allowed. So in that case, that would have been 30 seconds, and if it's a 30-second stage, then 15 seconds or more remaining, and you get a ×2 time bonus, which is nice. Personally, I don't really care about my scores too much, but they do go towards a top 10 rankings board. So if you do care about your rankings, then you will, first of all, go through the warps, because forget if they give you like ×2 or just some ridiculous bonus, but you do get a lot more points by going through the warps, which you might not think because you do skip levels, but no, they do give you more points. Also, these that particular bonus stage is a joke. They give you way too much time for that. 25 seconds is all you should really get on that bonus stage, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. And yeah, so these first beginner levels are very easy, but really just look at the visuals. In my opinion, this is a bold claim to make, because the GameCube, its games tend to look pretty good, but this might be one of the best looking GameCube games on the entire system, including Super Monkey Ball 2. I think that game does overall look better. You can play that game in a widescreen with progressive scan. Neither of those features are available here. Also, this game is sponsored by Dole Bananas for some reason. I guess that was a marketing gimmick that Amusement Vision and Sega had back in the early 2000s. I don't even remember if that carried over to Super Monkey Ball 2, but I'm pretty sure the arcade game, which this is based upon, did have that. And that's one thing a lot of people might not know, is that this was actually based on the arcade Monkey Ball game, literally just called Monkey Ball. And I'm pretty sure that game just looked a lot plainer, and I don't think it had the same music. By the way, the soundtrack to this game is fantastic. In my opinion, and maybe not more fitting. I think Super Monkey Ball 2's soundtrack's more fitting for the stages, but man, is it just it's such an atmospheric game, and the music really contributes to that. It is just something else. Your bananas, your Dole Bananas, best bananas you can get. I don't know what other companies even make bananas, but whatever. I love bananas. Unfortunately, they do give me heartburn, so I can't really eat them too well. But man, I love this game. And yeah, those were the 10 beginner stages. Now, on beginner and advanced, if you do not lose a life or fall off the stage, you actually get 3 or 5 bonus stages. Or extra stages, sorry, they're extra stages. 3 extra stages in beginner, 5 in advanced, and 10 in expert. But in expert, they do, this might sound weird, they go easier on you. They actually let you lose lives, you just can't use a continue. And you get 5 continues by default in every difficulty. You can unlock more by getting more points and having more in-game points for this little store they have, where you can unlock mini games and party games, as well as get more continues. And on this particular file, I actually have infinite continues, but I shouldn't need any of those for these beginner stages. This is the Amusement Vision logo, by the way, right here. Very cool stage. Realism also made the Super Monkey Ball Jr. Game Boy Advance port. Wow, I really just fell off there. That's embarrassing. Every 100 bananas you get, by the way, you get an extra life. So if you're a newcomer to this game, definitely get as many bananas as you can. That will help you out immensely. And yeah, I actually did a Let's Play of the Super Monkey Ball Jr. port. I really should have played this game first because this is the original game that's based upon. It's really impressive what they were able to do porting this over to the Game Boy. I mean, that had to have been just insane back in the 2000s. I think they came out in 2002, same year as Super Monkey Ball 2. So it's pretty impressive. Yeah, you get your play points. Those you can use for continues and other games. I've unlocked everything in this game, so that's not a big deal. And you have this staff credits minigame. I'm actually going to skip that for now. We'll play that after we do the advanced stages. And, wow, it's shitty. I had to die there, but whatever. But yeah, created by Amusement Vision. I forget who's making, is it Amusement Vision? I don't think really technically exists anymore. So I don't remember who's making the remake. But I think it is partially the original team. Oh, wow, yep, I got it in the top 10s here. Now, you get to enter your name in here, 3 letters, so thankfully my name fits right in there. Zip fits perfectly on that list. And there he goes onto the top rankings. And I'm assuming that floor 10 score, I must have gotten the bonus, or the stage warps. I'm assuming. But yes, we will show off everything that this game has to offer. And once again, even in advanced, you still cannot die 1 time if you want to play the bonus stages. Now, you're going to notice these first few stages are kind of just rehashes of the first few stages from the beginner mode, which is kind of shitty if you ask me. I think they should have been a little more original here to start off, but these levels are fantastic. This might be the best mode, probably my favorite. Difficulty to play would be advanced. It's not too hard, it's not too easy, and never really have any issues with it. Right there, they do introduce some, gaps in the floor. Here you have your platforms shifting around, which does kind of throw you off. You are controlling the platforms, but they do move independently of your control. They do still move at their own will, at least on the stage itself, but you do control the way in which they tilt, which is crucial to finishing these stages. Right there, you usually get a little air. You kind of flick off the edge there. Very close to it. Now, here you're going to notice they cut your time in half for this bonus stage, which still, I think it should be cut down to 25 seconds. Personally, I think 30 seconds is still a joke for this stage. It is ridiculously easy. Absolutely ridiculous how easy this one is. But whatever. It's whatever. You don't get any time bonus for finishing it, though. Your speed in which you finish the bonus stages. Right there, once again, a level warp that you can just fall off the stage. That's not good. Alright, a little bluff there. I fell off. You have to reset if you fall off. You cannot afford to lose a life, and there is no save trick here. You could kind of abuse in Super Monkey Ball Jr. So that is not an option here. But yes, there is a level warp there. That allows you to skip to floor number 10. So, again, you want more points, then you can just go ahead and take the warp. But I think I'll dedicate an individual video to showing those off. They really nerfed the warps if you play Super Monkey Ball Deluxe, though. That's a compilation of Monkey Ball 1 and 2 stages, as well as the intended Monkey Ball 3 stages. Monkey Ball 3 never came to fruition. That was a canceled game, but they did thankfully use what they had made for it so far. But you only skip like 1 or 2 floors with the warps in Deluxe, which is really weird. And what's also really weird is that they never released Deluxe officially for the GameCube. Thankfully, JCool114 was cool enough to make a ROM. I think it was him anyway, or he at least advertised it. He made a bit of a ROM hack of Super Monkey Ball 2. And yeah, basically added all the Monkey Ball 1 stages as well as the new stages to Deluxe. So that's very awesome of him. He made it possible to play that game with a GameCube controller. And again, really, if you're not playing Monkey Ball with a GameCube controller, you're not really playing Monkey Ball. You know, there's no jump feature here, which they added in the newer games, which in my opinion just is wrong. They also added it to the remake of this game, which is also very wrong if you ask me. I do not like that choice at all. Really, they really let us down with the newer Monkey Ball games. You know, the newer games like Banana Blitz really are just shameful to the Monkey Ball name. Just absolute shit stain on Monkey Ball's legacy. And, why is there no music playing? Okay, never mind. The music wasn't playing there. That was weird. My disk drive was making this weird clicking noise. I thought I was having trouble reading the disk. But, yeah. I played Monkey Ball Banana Blitz. That game just really, at best, is just inoffensive. And at worst, is just boring. Which is not a good thing. If that was the best anyone had to say about my game, I'd be quickly trying to make amends, trying to atone for what I had done, make a better game. But for the longest time, Sega just wasn't doing it. And some people are skeptical of the new remakes. I'll have to check them out at some point. Definitely getting the Switch version so I can play with the GameCube controller adapter. I think that's the only way to play Monkey Ball. Really, dare I say this game really just controls perfectly in my opinion. It really feels like a lot of the time, at least in this first game, when you die, it's usually your fault. Here we got these punchers right here. You gotta watch out for them. You can very easily bop you off the edge of the stage. But really, the controls here are just perfect. The controller melts into your hands, and you just get into it. You just get into the game. It's hard to explain to someone who's never played it, but really just try it. Even if you have to emulate it, get a GameCube adapter or something, and it's something else. And the second game definitely, I think, surpasses this game in a lot of ways. Burger Cube there in the background. Get some lunch there. Burger sounds really good about now. But yeah, just fantastic game. And I don't know, the newer titles just really aren't doing it for Monkey Ball fans. I only played Banana Blitz after Super Monkey Ball 2. I didn't even play Super Monkey Ball 2 until last year. My sister had it when we were little. I found her copy of it. She never played the first game, and I never played the second game, so I don't know. I grew up with the first game, obviously, and this is the one I'm much more familiar with and therefore much better at. And what's really nice is that the second game has progressive scan support and widescreen. Not available, neither of those features are available here. Now, progressive scan doesn't really matter for me because I'm playing through S-Video, so I can't really take advantage of progressive scan anyway. It's unfortunate, but just how it is. At least the game looks good through S-Video. Unfortunately, not as much through my RetroTink, but looks better than imagine if I had used my Dazzle for this product. The game just wouldn't have looked the same. Wouldn't have looked anywhere near as good. Here you just catch this first goal. I'm not going to get any of the warp goals. I think you can warp up to level or floor 25 if you go down there to the, you can basically just skip over the first little section of the level and just catch that last goal on the right side. And you can skip right to floor 25, which is pretty insane. And very good if you're speedrunning the game. The speedrunning community for this game, by the way, is something else. I mean, the players are just on some other level of just skill, precision. It's a very precision-oriented game, and that's why the physics are very important. It's very important that you keep the tight controls and the same physics, consistent physics. Like, it is very consistent. Also, by the way, when you get 4 lives, the little monkey icons are just kind of subtracted to just one singular monkey icon. This bunch of dull bananas. Right here, I have a pinball machine next to my desk. This kind of looks like the bumpers from a pinball machine. I'm also used to the expert variant of this stage where these things go a lot faster. It's actually kind of mind-boggling. They go as slow as they are, because I remember the first time I got here, I thought these things were going insanely fast, but really it was just that I wasn't as good at the game. But that level on the expert version is just supersonic speed, just Speedy Gonzales meets Monkey Ball. I don't know how else to explain it, but it's something else. It's adrenaline rushing. It's really, really freaking fun. There's another bunch of bananas there. I don't really feel like going for them. Although you can see the other, like you can see this floor for the previous one. Very cool how they put this game together. Again, it just looks so good. You can get the original textures in Banana Mania. Unfortunately, the soundtrack, you have to purchase that separately, which I think is disgusting. You have to get the deluxe version of the game. And I think that is just disgusting DLC exploitation. Just really milking people for money. It's just the original soundtrack. There is no reason you should ever have to pay extra for that. That should just be like expected from the get-go. Yes, you can play with the original music. And I think that's completely unacceptable and just disgusting. And I'm not going to support that if I even get the remix. Because honestly, I'm perfectly content with the original versions. I think they play well enough. They look fantastic. Right there is the warp goal. We are not going to that goal. We are going to go to this other one that you're seeing on our left. That is our main goal. Also, the boppers are back here, so watch out because they can very easily shove you into the abyss, and that is not a good thing. And yes, very easy. You just go on that other little edge there, and you can easily catch the warp goal. And I've done that many times. It actually takes you to, I think, right up to level 29 or 30, I forget. This level right here, there's an expert variant of this where it's a lot more narrow. You're actually in a desert setting. It kind of seems like I think we're underwater here, which is very interesting. Of course, we're in a marble-style ball, so of course we can still breathe. But very interesting level settings here. Just such an interesting game. And you don't really care about the backstory. You know, they added that story mode in Monkey Ball 2. Who cares about the story? It's just a easier way of going through the challenge mode stages. Only you don't really have to be as good at the game because you get infinite attempts. That ending goal right there is very specific, by the way. If you don't get it in one try, you're pretty much done. But yes, what a fantastic game this is, and I really hope that going forward, Sega does make another good Monkey Ball game. Yeah, Banana Blitz HD just didn't do it for me. I remember I enjoyed it at first, but I also hadn't played this game in probably close to a decade, or maybe a little less than that, counting maybe once or twice I emulated this. But other than that, once I came back to this game, there was no way I was going back to the new ones. That might sound weird. You don't go back to the new games. I don't know, you should be excited for the new games, but the new games just don't do it anymore. They're just not the same. And that's not just nostalgia speaking. They genuinely are not as good. And so, I don't know. It's just Sega kind of went off the deep end with Monkey Ball, unfortunately. Go through the goal there. That is much harder on Expert. As hard as that might look to do on Advanced, it is much harder to do that stage on the Expert difficulty. Let's go to the Expert stages. Now, I think either 2 or 3 of these levels are going to be the same. I think the background here is a little different, and maybe these platforms are moving just a tad quicker than what I'm used to. I think. I might be just imagining things. Who knows? God, it's just such a pretty game. Good lord. I know there's better looking games on the GameCube, but ugh, man. Going from the N64 to this must have been something else for Nintendo fans back in the day. And it's really a shame that the GameCube did as poorly as it did. Just the quality. This game almost embodies everything the GameCube stood for. Just nothing but high quality stages, as the GameCube had just nothing but high quality games as far as I'm concerned. Some would argue Super Mario Sunshine, maybe, but personally that's my favorite Mario game, so I think you can infer what my opinion on that game would be otherwise, quality-wise. And really, it just tries new things. No 3D platformer had really done this before. You know, you might argue Marble Madness on the NES and the arcades. I know that's more of the isometric kind of Super Mario RPG or like almost Final Fantasy VI style games, whatever you call them. Kinda tried this. And I love Marble Madness. I tried that. I have that on NES. It's a really fun game, I'm gonna be honest. Man, this one is kind of tough. Not all GameCube games are really this difficult, I won't say. But, man, yeah, you've got to be really quick here. I'm going to try not to get a game over here. I think getting a game over, not that it would matter, I have infinite continues, but you do lose your score when you do that, so if I have any chance of getting on the leaderboards, that would probably be over, right? I think, most likely. What you don't want to do is just fly off the edge here by going too fast. So you got to control your speed. Yeah. Controls are very tight, and they really have to be. You ain't doing this with a PS5 controller, at least not nearly as well. Which again is why if I do get the remake, that is absolutely going to be on the Switch version. Is that by GameCube adapter? That's why emulating this game, you don't want to use any controller but a GameCube controller, in my opinion. No! Come on, I might have made that. Yeah, it's really tight with the timer here. This is a very strict level in terms of getting to the goal. I think I've beaten this one twice. You might think I should have practiced more for this game. I actually haven't been playing it a whole lot lately. This is usually a go-to for the GameCube whenever I drag it out, but really over the summer I wasn't playing too many games outside of videos, so this one, come on, this one didn't really come up, if I'm being honest. But, yeah. Fantastic game. And, yeah, just the quality of it just really speaks volumes to not only this game, but the GameCube as a whole. And it's great that the GameCube's getting more recognition now. Fortunately, the games are really expensive if you're getting them online. So I better start hitting up some flea markets if I want to get any of the more obscure stuff. Anything, even remotely obscure, is not going to be cheap on the GameCube. And this game's no exception. I actually bought a second copy of this game, thinking I sold my original one, then I found my original one. I'm actually playing on my original copy right now, so I guess that's fitting for the project, I guess. I don't know. But man, absolutely a game you need to try if you are into 3D platformers, challenging or not. I think anyone, even if you're not that great at games, you could probably still appreciate this game. That was really close. Holy shit. That bomb almost went off right in my face. Would have been good. I'm just going to kind of be smart here and just not go for that bundle of bananas. Call me a pussy, I don't care. I'm going through that goal, and I'm going through it backwards. God dang it. I don't even care. And here, oh, right, this one. Kind of resembles stage 30 again. A little faster, maybe, I think. Oh, shit, yeah. It's, not easy. Hang on, we gotta go across it. Get it. Oh, what the hell. Didn't think I was going that slow. This is the final floor, by the way. Alright, it actually tells you that. I don't know why I needed to clarify that. It literally tells you. God dang it. Oh. Well, all twos on the screen. I guess it was cursed. My run there was cursed, I suppose. Oh, man. Yeah, I didn't say they were going to be any easier on these expert stages. They absolutely are not. Don't hit the bumpers because they will slam you into yesterday and just throw you off. Good lord. Keeping your control is impossible here. Yeah, I'm not great at the fast movement. Come on, I was on that platform. God dang it. Yeah. Not a fan of this one at all. That wasn't obvious enough. Okay. Now what you will notice from time to time is this giant ring going over the edge of the stage. Kind of does that. Just swipes around, and you want to be very careful. Come on, it barely touched me. Yeah, it kind of reaches over there and kind of swings you or sweeps you off the edge. And you gotta kind of play on the edge of reality, I suppose. Is a good way, the only way I can think to describe that. Not that it's necessarily a good way of describing it, it's just the only way I can think to. And you really want to get to the center where you can actually, where it's somewhat slower moving, or at least it seems like it is. And then you can kind of switch over to the other side. But other than that, man, is it a tough stage here. Just kind of stay here. This platform if I can. Just not get hit by it. Get on here. Woo! Yeah. Didn't say it was easy. Whenever someone says Super Monkey Ball is not easy, yeah, they're not lying. It is a tough game. And yeah, I should not have had to use continues there, but what are you gonna do? It does get pretty tough. But yeah, very good game. And very quality levels. Most of them I just love. Even if they're tough, they're still a joy to play. You got 351 points. Yeah, you get more points if you didn't use a continue, but whatever. I don't need points because I've already unlocked all the games and whatnot. That doesn't really matter for me. Try one more time to see if you can get the high score of 5963, sorry. And yes, Mimi in the sky. All the bananas that I can't eat or I will have heartburn. Yay. And you get the Monkey Ball staff game here at the end of every level when you clear it, which is very cool. And you just collect these bananas. Don't hit these letters, otherwise you lose bananas. So I'll quickly demonstrate it. It'll kind of knock them out from you. And you just kind of want to watch out for them. And that's where the precision also still comes in. Not that this minigame really matters. I don't think they even keep track of your high score. Also, I don't even think this comes back in the remakes. The Banana Mania remake. That kind of sucks. But it's very fun to play. God damn it. Don't do that. Keep as many of these as you can and just avoid. Come on, I barely touched that. Yeah, it's a little overly sensitive if you ask me. But who really cares? It's the darn credits. Like, yeah, good to acknowledge whoever made the game, but not that. Good lord. Oh, man. Yeah. Not that great, but it's very charming, I guess. Very reminiscent of the era. Which some people think the live system is, which actually got removed in the remake as well. You no longer have lives to your name. That I kind of disagree with. The lives are definitely a part of difficulty curve, you know. You get better and you get to play more of the game. I really think the life system should have stayed in the remake. Yeah, and you can't go backwards either to readjust and not hit the letters. So pretty much, yeah, if you're in line to hit more, you're gonna hit more. It's very charming. I'm not gonna play this title screen game again, of course. I think it would be a little ridiculous if I did it after every difficulty. But just for this time around, we will do a kind of an all-in-one, besides the expert stages, which I'm nowhere near as good at, so I have a bit of a different plan to get to the expert stages. And we'll just say whatever comes after that. If you watch the Monkey Ball Jr. Let's Play, you should know. Although what is to come afterwards is a little different in this game than it is in the port of this game. The Junior version. But yeah, you can probably expect if you watch that project what is to come next time. Or not next time, 2 videos from now, that'll be. And yes, man, all these names. Wonder how many of these people still are working within the game industry. Wonder how many of them worked on the remake for this game. Yeah, how many of them worked on Banana Mania, or maybe they're making other Sega games that are coming to the Switch. Who knows? I'm sure you can do your research. Good Lord, go through. Sure, we could do our research and find out, but who wants to do research when you can just eat all the bananas in the world and just feast and just roll on the stage? Against your will, by the way, because you do not control the monkey, you control the stage. So the monkey's just kind of rolling with things, no pun intended, against their will. Isn't that kind of messed up? I don't know. It seems a little like animal cruelty. I don't know, not making any accusations, just a little strange that the monkeys don't get any say in what happens here. It just, well, it happens. So, I don't know. Nintendo and their shady ways, not really seriously pointing fingers here or actually suggesting any of those things are actually true. We're all just having fun here. Actually have 500 there. We still have the chance to lose it, so let's not do that. Okay. Congratulations, goal. Sweet. Doc Langar, sure. Some reference. I do have the manual for the game, so maybe there's some lore behind that. I don't know. But, yes. That is the beginner and advanced difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Let's Play Super Monkey Ball. And I hope you look forward to what there is to come. And in tomorrow's video, we will be playing through, once we get to it, the expert stages. I'm probably going to cut it into 2 parts, maybe. No, probably. I'm not as great at these, so I'm probably going to have to retry quite a few of them. So I think we'll do 25 in the next video and then 25 after that. So it'll just be 2 episodes for expert, and I think that'll be more than adequate. But that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. So I hope you look forward to the next video. I hope you look forward to the rest of this project. I hope you enjoyed today's video. And I'll see you around. Peace.